Welcome to this non-S2000 episode where we use our badass 2000 to ask the question, how much faster is a fresh set of tires versus these 4-year-old ones? I've already gone out and done a bunch of hot laps on these 4-year-old Hankook RS-3s. It's a 200 tread wear tire and a 255. And I did a 121.5, which is about a second and a half slower than they did when they were fresh. So what we want to find out now, by borrowing a set of new Yokohama A052Rs, which is considered a very fast new 200 tread wear tire, by swapping it on here, see how much faster we go. Pretty simple premise. So while we do that wheel and tire swap, why don't you guys watch the in-car lap where I'm sliding around on these 4-year-old hockey pucks. The tires are definitely not very sticky anymore. They're picking up some push. Oh yeah, the understeer is getting real bad because these tires are just done. They are hockey pucks, everybody. 4-year-old RS3s, not the hot setup. You knew it, we knew it, but here's a quick side-by-side of the new Yokohama ADVAN A052s versus our old RS3s. As you can see, they're both 255s, and as you can see, the Yokohamas are significantly wider for the same rated size. So there's a little bit of that tire sizing game being played there, but more importantly, you can see that this is a much more semi-slick like tread pattern. I think there's that 200 tread wear game being played basically where, because it's a street class tire for time attack and autocross, manufacturers like Yokohama and Bridgestone are really trying to make these tires very, very fast. This is just an old tire by comparison. So let's throw this sticky guy on there and see how quick we go.
So DP, you got any predictions as to how much faster this tire is going to be?
Yeah, I was just thinking of that. I was thinking the same thing. Well, they're going to be faster than the Hankooks, that much we know. Jackie did a 119.0 already in his car, and he's got maybe, I'm going to say 20 wheel more than us, which is worth about a half second around here. So I want to do a 19.5. That's my goal, my objective. I don't know if we'll get there or not, but I'm going to say we'll do between a 19.5 and a 119.9. That's my prediction. All right, here we go. I know nothing about how these tires behave, if they're really fast on the first lap or they need a couple of laps to warm up. I should have asked Jackie about that, but I didn't because I was too busy swapping tires like a maniac. We're running out of time here, so I need to get a lap in. I think I got a good opening right now, so I'm just going to go out relatively quickly here, try to keep a space from Nick, who's got that fast supercharged S2000 behind me. Get a feel for it in the first couple of corners here. Oh, the grip is so much higher. It feels like it's on rails now. Wow. Okay. Front end grip too is huge. Huge front end grip. Oh man, this feels like a race tire, everybody. This whole 200 tread wear thing is really starting to be a bit of a joke, isn't it? Because this feels like a race tire. Oh, the turn-in is so much better than on those old tires. I finally have front-end grip. Drive out of the corners too, it's got so much more traction now. All right, let's try a hot lap here. Oh, the grip level is so much higher. No comparison. I needed a shift there. That's how much faster I got out of the last corner. Grip level through the roof. Man, I'm waiting for the sliding to happen and it's just, the car's stuck to the road. I'm not having to do nearly as much steering as I had to on the Hankooks. I don't think I'm using all the grip yet. All right, one last Quick lap here, we'll call it a day. I'm not used to having to use 5th gear on the front straight. That's how much speed I'm carrying through that last turn. Grip is insane. Not even washing out here where everything washes out. All right, well, that'll be my last hot lap because I don't want to wear somebody else's tire out. I could tell they were starting to get a little hot there, so they're not an endurance race tire. They're definitely a you know, a typical street tire in the sense that they do get hot in a couple of laps, but man, for those first 2-3 laps, that is a quick tire. I am just blown away by what the performance level is out of 200 treadwear tires these days. It doesn't seem real. I mean, a couple of years ago, a semi-slick that was this fast would have been like category leading, so the fact that so-called street tires are this grippy, it's just insane. Well, I gotta say a very big thank you to Jackie Ding for letting us borrow his Enkei wheels and Yokohama A052s. It is a spectacularly good tire. The car has mountains of grip. I mean, I did 3 hot laps. I'm just exploring these tires and I'm already almost a second faster than we ever went on those RS3s when they were brand new and this car was dialed in and I had a ton of seat time in the car, which I haven't had lately, so that just shows you how good these tires really are. My God. Whew. That was a workout, PT. That was a lot of fun, and the lap timer doesn't lie. 119.1.
Wow.
What a tire. What a tire. It is seriously sticky. I don't know what a 200 treadwear means anymore, because this to me feels like a semi-slick, feels like a race tire. Like for an old warhorse like me who grew up racing on RA1s or R888s that were like a semi-slick race tire, these are so much faster than those tires. It's like a whole new world. My God, the front end grip that I had on these, just turn and stick and plant the power, and then the grip out of the corners was phenomenal too. So it's like you're winning both on entry and exit versus the RS3s where on turn-in I'm washing out, and then on exit I'm like feathering the throttle and counter steering constantly just to keep it balanced. So, I mean, the drive that you get and the grip that you get is just unbelievable. It's kind of blown my mind, as you can probably tell. I don't know what else to tell you other than go get yourself a set of these new 200 treadwear tires, be they A052s or RE71Rs, because they are just phenomenally fast. And from what Jackie was telling us, these last longer than the RE71Rs, so I think these may well be the new hot setup for a street tire in a time attack series or an autocross series. So, well, I think that pretty much proves that fresh tires are faster than 4-year-old tires. And maybe that's not a big surprise to anybody. Maybe we're just slow learners and we should have put fresh tires on this car a whole lot sooner, but wow, what a difference. I mean, that is 2.5 seconds quicker. That's a big jump up in performance. Now, have they been on fresh RS3s versus fresh A052s? That gap might have been a little bit smaller, but this is a different category of tire. It's really, the 200 treadwear game has been changed. They've raised the bar. With race tires, I've always been a believer of replacing them every year if you don't wear them out on a weekend too, which is usually the case. So you don't really have to think about lifespan with race tires, but with a street tire, where we could still have lots of tread depth on a tire 4 years later, it does raise the question, when should you replace them? And after having tried these, I would say, if you really care about lap times and you're chasing tenths of a second, you need to replace them probably every year, let's be honest. A fresh set of tires every year is going to go fast. And if you're racing on them a lot, this tire is probably not going to last you a year anyway. The RS-3 was a very long-lasting tire, so it might have lasted a season if you're racing a lot, but these days on a tire this sticky, maybe tire life isn't that big a deal because you're going to wear them out pretty fast anyway. But if you're on a longer-lasting summer tire and you want to go fast, I think you need to plan to replace them every year, if not on a shorter interval than that. So, with that little tidbit, I think we're going to call this video a wrap. The Haas 2000 is back very temporarily. It's gone again, but it's gone faster than it's ever gone before. Whoa, Nicky, 9 doors. We were having too much fun there, Nick.